Welcome to the General Data Protection Regulation GDPR online course. Lesson 2 explores secure access and exchange of health data according to the GDPR. The lesson objectives are understanding how the access and exchange of health data is secured according to the GDPR. This lesson will help you to learn how to implement strong security practices to safeguard patient data, reduce the risk of data breaches, and ensure data confidentiality and integrity. And effectively communicate with patients about how their data is used, enhancing transparency. Secure access and exchange of health data according to the GDPR. Article 32 of the regulation requires the controller and the processor to implement appropriate technical and organizational measures to ensure an enhanced level of protection for personal data against a variety of risks. The choice of appropriate measures depends on many factors, so there cannot be an absolute level of security. The regulation makes an indicative reference to some of the security measures in paragraph 4 of Article 32. These measures are: 1. The pseudonymization and encryption of personal data, where the data in principle loses the link to a data subset and therefore ceases to constitute personal data and falls within the protective scope of the regulation. The difference between pseudonymization and anonymization is that pseudonymization personal data can, and at any time, with the use of additional information, lead to the identification of a person, whereas anonymized data can never identify a person, even with additional information. 2. The safeguarding of confidentiality. 3. Ensuring integrity. 4. Ensuring the availability. 5. The reliability of processing systems and services continuously. 6. Restoring availability and access to data promptly in the event of physical or technical incident. 7. The procedure for the regular testing, assessment, and evaluation of the effectiveness of technical and organizational measures aimed at assuring the security of processing. Recommendations for secure access and exchange of health data complying with the General Data Protection Regulation. To ensure secure access and exchange of health data in hospitals while complying with the General Data Protection Regulation, consider the following recommendations. 1. Obtain explicit consent. Obtain clear and informed consent from patients before collecting and processing their personal health data. Provide detailed information on the purpose, scope, and duration of data processing, as well as any third parties involved. 2. Implement privacy by design. Incorporate privacy and data protection principles into the design of systems and processes from the beginning. Minimize data collection to only what is necessary. Implement pseudonymization and anonymization techniques, and adapt privacy-enhancing technologies to protect patient information. 3. Conduct data protection impact assessments. Perform DPIAs for high-risk data processing activities. Assess the potential impact on individuals' privacy and evaluate the measures in place to mitigate risks. Document the findings and implement necessary safeguards accordingly. 4. Secure data transfers. When exchanging health data, use secure communication channels such as encrypted email or secure file transfer protocols. Ensure the data is encrypted during transit to protect it from unauthorized access or interception. 5. Maintain data accuracy and integrity. Implement measures to ensure the accuracy and integrity of health data. Establish procedures for data validation, regular updates, and correction of inaccuracies. Maintain an audit trail of any changes made to the data. 6. Train staff on GDPR compliance. Educate all hospital staff on the principles and requirements of the GDPR, including data protection responsibilities and the handling of personal health data. Regular training sessions and awareness programs can help foster a privacy-conscious structure. 7. Establish data protection agreements. Ensure that any third-party service provides or processors who have access to patient health data sign a data process agreement. The DPA should outline the obligations and responsibilities of the processor to comply with GDPR requirements. 8. Enable data subject rights. Enable individuals to exercise their rights under the GDPR, such as the right to access their health data, the right to rectification, and the right to erasure. Establish procedures to handle data subject requests promptly and securely. 9. Monitor and report data breaches. Implement a robust incident response plan to detect, assess, and respond to data breaches. Establish procedures for timely notification to the supervisory authority and affected individuals as required by GDPR. 10. Conduct regular compliance assessments. Regularly assess the hospital's compliance with GDPR requirements. Conduct internal audits, review data protection policies and procedures, and address any identified gaps or deficiencies. Questionnaire. Please proceed to test your acquired knowledge with the following questionnaire. Thank you for participating in Module 6, Lesson 2.